Sumerian city-state level, Atlantis, Bikini Bottom, Costa Rica, state in decay, state of emergency, and France.
And France. Yes. A complete US state tier list.
Yeah.
This is the U.S. intelligence agency, Mind Control.
Make a tier list of tier lists that people actually care about. That would be a very short list.
Yeah. Well, I watched one. It was cigarettes. I was like, yeah, this is a good one. Drugs.
Drugs are a good one, yeah.
That one
Controversial
big
too.
one where it was how fast they called him back was pretty funny.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Perfect rating system here too. All right, Jack. I figured half the fun
Okay.
is you trying to figure out what the state is.
I reckon I might be pretty good at this.
Okay.
We'll see.
They're not the best quality. They're just like quick copies. So, but they'll shrink down and be fine.
Something in the northeast.
It makes it hard because it's so blurry, you know.
Yeah. Half the fun, right? New Hampshire. No, Maine. Let's go
No.
Maine. No? Am I warm?
It's northeast, yes.
No clue. I made my guess.
Let's see. These colonies chiefly the economies of these colonies chiefly dependent on labor-intensive tobacco, increasing dependent on African slaves.
Oh, cool. What state is it?
Northeast state that has a legacy of slavery. Local Methodists and Quakers encouraged slaveholders to free their slaves following the American Revolution, and many did. By 1810, 3/4 of all blacks in blank were free. When John Dickinson freed slaves in 1777,
That doesn't help at all.
it's Joe Biden's state.
Idaho.
By the time Joe Biden.
No.
By the time of the Civil War, 91.7% of the population was free. Black population. It's Delaware.
Delaware. Okay.
With one of the most irrelevant states. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Is it better than? Where would you rather go, Delaware or Costa Rica?
I mean, it's a fine state, isn't it? It's just
they got you know what's actually really nice is this is kind of like an East Coast West Coast thing, but you don't like seafood, so you're not going to really care about this. But the Northeast crab, the blue crab, it's like less crab meat, but it's one of the sweetest like crabs there is for like, and like so like literally you can just take hamburger meat and put it on a stick with a string and like go to creeks and just pull up crabs and boil them all day in Delaware.
No shit.
Like so, like I remember doing crab cooks and it was just like some guy's apartment in his backyard. And then so they actually have like a lot of the Irish elite went there for like vacation. Like my dad used to go there as a kid all the time because he's like the Irish elite. So that's the only thing I know is that it's a nicer. It's like the rich man's Jersey Shore.
Next one.
Can you shut up? Why are you chewing as loud as possible? Is it better than Bikini Bottom though?
No.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
It can stay where it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is another one. It's got some horses. It's got a ship on it. Looks like it might have some sort of weapon in the flag. Oh, it's a plow. It's a plow. It's a ship, a plow, and wheat. The ribbon at the bottom says virtue, liberty, and. Literally, the center one is liberty and and the last one is Independence.
Philadelphia?
It's really funny that there's like a ship on this. I guess it's got to have to do with something with its legacy because a lot of the Amish live here and shit.
Oh, okay.
So it's got to do with its legacy. Like they trace their lineage, like Quaker shit. You know, they like trace their lineage to the Mayflower and shit.
I don't even know where the Amish are.
This state specifically.
That doesn't help. I don't know where it is. I guess. Wait, Philadelphia is the city, isn't it?
It is in the
Pennsylvania.
State. It's correct. It's Pennsylvania.
That was my first guess. So.
Pennsylvania has Philadelphia and Pittsburgh in it. You know. So.
There you go. Nailed one. There you go.
All right. I'm gonna say like Pennsylvania, definitely better than Delaware at least.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like Atlantis level, you know. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are not good things to have. I love Philadelphia so much. I've done so much business in Philadelphia. It's crazy because like the way the like cities work, like New York City, Philadelphia, Boston, they're all so close together. So like you just work all the cities.
Yeah, because they're not that far, like driving wise, are they? It makes sense.
They got Sheets and Wawa.
Is it A though?
No,
it's
just better than Delaware. All right,
next. Jesus Christ.
It's got 3 plows on it. That's what that flag is. Those are 3 plows. Liberty and that's the first part of the ribbon. They love putting and in there. 1776 prosperity.
I think it's just prosperity, yeah.
That sounds like a clue to me. The one lady has a gnome hat on her stick.
What the fuck? I honestly have no idea. North Carolina. No clue.
This is Chris Christie's state, the living waterbed. New Jersey. New Jersey.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
A lot of the early flags look like this. Right? New Jersey, definitely in decay. It's in the state of decay. That's where that goes. D tier. See, Wawas are good. So are Sheets. We can admit Sheets are good too. Some YouTuber did a thing where he ate at Sheets like every day for a month. It was like a Super Size Me thing, but it was just Sheets. And like, if you don't know about it, these Wawa and Sheets are basically like they're like not just gas stations and convenience stores like 7-Eleven. They take it a next step further where they have.
Oh, it's like a Buc-ee's.
They have a line.
It's so like a Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is more of like a different. Buc-ee's is more like mall-ish, like more of like a shopping mall type thing. These ones are more like they actually have like cooks and line cooks in there, you know.
Oh,
so like so it's still like gas station food, but it's like premium gas station food.
Interesting.
They're just like it's like 7-Eleven. It's like 7-Eleven. It's just that there's cooks there. You don't like get the hot dog yourself.
Right.
Also, New Jersey. I think they're the only state now where you can't pump your own gas.
Weird.
It's either one or the other, but Oregon was the other one. So you have to tip the guy who pumps your gas too.
Yeah, that's awful.
Absolutely.
That's not cool. Something else. Do something else.
This one is easy.
Next state. Is it?
Come on. Racist flag. That narrows it down, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah.
It's literally the flag of the Confederacy, bro.
Is it Alabama?
No. Next to it.
Mississippi.
The other one.
Louisiana?
Georgia.
Georgia. That's the Georgia state flag?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Right? That's where it's always like the racist flags in the South, you know?
Insane.
And like I don't think this was always the flag too. This had to have been changed to it. Let me
Recently,
do a
yeah.
quick search on flag here. It doesn't say when it gave the flag. Who knows? It might be a more original flag, and they might have just based the Confederate flag off of that shit. Anyway,
Possibly.
Georgia for southern states, I think it's one of the better ones, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Atlanta is really fucking. I have a lot of friends in Atlanta, so I really like Atlanta.
Yeah, like Atlanta's a cool city, but like it's run by fuckwits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all cities are. I don't know as if it's the best out of the. I think Louisiana, just because of the because Louisiana is so different because it was owned by the French.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
very
different
unique
culturally. So I think that might be the best southern state.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a fucking. It's oh god, it's got grapevines on it, and it says qui transluted student or something. I don't know.
Ugh.
One of these ones that think they're fancy using Latin, you know?
Grapes.
It's the Constitution state. The nutmeg state.
Constitution state. Constitution. So West Virginia.
West Virginia came later. Semi-nomadic. Shared languages based on Algonquin. I believe this is one of the states that, Puritans founded it. So because the Puritans founded it, they didn't have slavery. It's one of the first places where the Western anti-slavery movement.
Hold on, let me get up a map of the U.S. I think because I'm forgetting names of states, so I think.
And slavery, especially Irish Catholics, pulled back. Democrats took pole slavery, included many Copperheads willing to let the South secede.
Huh. Okay. Vermont?
No, it's Connecticut.
Oh.
Come on, man. You're so terrible at figuring out these obscure
I'm very
state
bad
flags.
at this.
You would think that they would make them more about their states, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they're older flags, right?
Connecticut is just like Delaware, so.
Yeah, fair.
Well, I don't think I think the main point of this is also rating them on their flags.
Okay, then I think the I already forgot what it was. The blue one in B.
The Delaware one?
Yeah, it sucks.
The horsey one?
Yeah, it sucks. All of those, if we're basing it also off flags, they should all go down one step.
Yeah, well, I think that would stay there. Now this one, because these are just like the quick copy images.
An awful flag.
This one also has some. It says it's the Silgum Republic.
What the fuck?
It's a Commonwealth state.
I'm still gonna go with Maine. This
is Massachusetts.
Wow.
The other one that was totally anti-slavery. Where the revolution begins.
Yes.
Okay.
God. I think Boston's okay. I think A.
Boston. Okay, Boston. My least favorite city in the United States.
Haven't been there. It looks fine though.
No. I have never seen such shitty road. Like, The roads literally don't make sense there. Like, I drove around in a circle forever because I couldn't figure out that, like, the road, like, actually, right at the beginning of the road, right, there's a little offshoot where you're down another road. You know, it's not a sidewalk there, but there's another road right there. And it's like you have to get to that road. And then, like, the highway, your GPS doesn't know what the fuck it's doing because they just spiral the highways on top of each other. So GPS is constantly getting lost, not knowing where you're going, right? And not only that, they got rid of all the toll booth workers. They fired all the toll booth workers.
Awesome.
Right? So anytime you drive into Boston, it hits you with a toll and then gives you a ticket because you don't have an easy pass. They send you a ticket. Cool. They check the vehicle and send a ticket to your fucking house in New York because you don't have the fucking easy pass.
That makes sense. I mean, you clearly haven't been to Sydney. You would hate it. Sure. Coronavirus, all right.
Boston, also, of the Northeast accents, the worst.
This is true. It does not beat Valley Girl, though.
The only reason they're in state of emergency is because they still have Irish people. All right, this is one of the better flags. But this
I know this one. Maryland.
If you don't know it.
I know that one.
So, Maryland's fine.
Flag's cool.
Yeah, they actually have an original flag design.
They do have Baltimore, though.
What about it?
I mean, it's pretty crime-ridden, isn't it? It's, like, pretty unsafe. Is it not?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that downgrades the state a lot, considering it's the capital.
All right, this one's easy. You're definitely going to know this one. This Islamic.
Well, it's South Carolina.
It's got the Islamic sun over there. Fucking ISIS flag. South Carolina, entire economy based off of slavery.
Yeah, flag is cool, so up.
Fucking slave state. Fuck you, South Carolina. Yeah. Literally made the Civil War like happen. Shitty state. Boo.
Ugh.
Got a boat.
The
northern states, the northern states all have these like blue shields.
Yeah. Did I get it? New Hampshire?
Mm-hmm. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's kind of cool.
New Hampshire's an S-tier state, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I've lived there a pretty long time. They have no tax on basically like anything. So like when
a lot of the libertarians are there, the free staters are all there.
When you buy something at the store, it's always flat. Like they never do the 99-cent shit.
That's cool.
It's just $8, right? And like what's funny is, so like when I was working at the shop there, one of the tattoo artists accepted coins. And the owner was so upset about it, talking about how he's gonna go glue the coins to his windshield wipers. But like I hate fucking coins, right? Definitely has a lot of problems with heroin now. It's one of the underrated like states that have a serious fucking problem. At least when I was there. This you can definitely see if you look hard enough.
Virginia.
Yeah, and it's got
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Yeah, and
even if it didn't have the name, I would have known from the motto.
Virginia's pretty fucking good.
It's fine. Yeah.
People think it's a red state. Not.
Yeah, not really.
It's like it goes blue. It's always going to go blue. It's insanely blue. So Black Red Guard posted my election prediction, and I think he made Virginia red. And somebody quote tweeted like, "Virginia being red is crazy." Ugh, this one sucks.
Another one of these states.
Yeah.
What's
this
in the
like-
picture?
So it's Lady Justice on
Mhm.
one side, and then the other side, it's so the other side she has a crown at her feet, so it's like supposed to. I think it's like the uprising of the people
Yeah.
or something like that.
Okay.
What's this flag mean?
No clue.
This is a
I'm.
epic state.
Is this
But-
New York?
Sure is.
There you
It says Excelsior on it.
go. Oh my god.
Yeah. I think it's this is one of the flags that really needs to be redone, honestly.
Yeah. Alpha flag knocks it down a tier.
Yeah, but it's still New York, so
I don't think it's S tier.
look, it is because you go to anyone, right? And you say New York, and they just know what New York is because it has.
True. That is true. The cultural
When they talk
impact of
about-
New York.
When you go to other countries and you say that you're like from California, they always go Hollywood, right?
Mhm.
They don't even know the name of the city.
Yeah.
Hollywood is not the name of the city, right?
Yeah, it's a suburb.
So
Well, it's kind of like Australia with Sydney. It's the only reason fucking Sydney is known is because it's like the main city. It's got the fucking opera house. It's the coolest city. No, it's the worst. Fuck Sydney.
So New York also has contributed objectively the most out of all the states to like the modern day American society.
Okay.
The like I'm pretty sure. Let me check this real quick. Let's see what state this happened in. Where was it done? Do
What
you
are
know
you
what
talking
state they tore down the statue of King George?
No. I actually have no idea. I did not know that happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it was.
Yes, in New
Maryland.
York. It happened
It
in
was
New
New
York,
York?
right? So literally the revolution actually starts in New York.
Huh.
So
Was that before the tea?
it's around the same time. It all takes place at the same time. But so
Oh, okay.
the New York is when the uprising starts and they topple the statue and melt it down into bullets to start killing police.
Epic.
Right. And then
I support this action.
then you have the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, right? Harlem Renaissance, women's suffrage, 9/11.
Okay. You make a good argument.
This one's easy.
North Carolina.
I think better of the Carolinas.
Yeah. North Carolina's fine. I think C.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte's pretty cool.
Charlotte,
Mm.
North Carolina. Go share the promo tweet. I have God. I don't know what I've done in North Carolina.
Mm.
I think I might have only driven through it. God, I'm trying to think if I've sold anyone something there or anything like that. Is Myrtle Beach in South Carolina?
South Carolina, yep. Actually, no, I think it's in North Carolina.
It's South Carolina.
It's South Carolina. Okay, I was correct.
I don't know what's even in North Carolina.
I doubted myself.
That's kind of problematic.
Raleigh. Raleigh is North Carolina. Yeah, there's nothing really there. I just like like people from North Carolina. Everyone I've met from North Carolina is cool.
Yeah, I think I could just go. I'm gonna just hang out here in Carolina because it's even more irrelevant.
Fair enough. What the fuck? What is that? I can say the name. Vermont. Haha, easy.
Actually,
Bernie Sanders
it's
is from
one.
here.
Should be-
F.
This has got to be one of the newer flags, right? I don't remember this from school.
I don't think so. I feel like that's Maine.
No.
No? Is it on the other side? Is it Washington?
No, this is it's the first 13 here.
Ah, okay.
Maine is not a 13 state. It's not on the
Ah.
it's not a founding state. Maine comes when they're like negotiating slavery and shit, remember?
Dude, is
Like,
this
it's broken
Alabama?
off. This is Rhode Island, I guess.
Ah, what the
So
fuck?
this has got to be a new flag. There's no way this is like the old flag.
Weird.
Rhode Island's cool. It's fine.
Bad flag.
Bad flag. It's bad, especially if it's new. You know,
Yeah.
Vermont, freedom and unity. They got to stop with the double thing.
Mm.
They got a cow, a tree. I wonder if this tree is inspired by the Iroquois. That would be like
Maybe.
sick, because
It is in that area.
the Mohawk are up there. So
Okay. Because the Iroquois went all the way to Maine, didn't they? Or was that's
they're
becomes
mainly
a
New
different
York.
tribe? Okay.
Okay. This says shit about pine needles here. War of wheat and dairy. Freedom and unity. Okay.
I can't say shit.
I'm just reading.
Oh.
Oh, and this shows me the history of the flags. The original flag is kind of sick.
Of
The
what?
Green Mountain Boys of the American Revolutionary War. That's the first technical flag. Anyway, Vermont.
Vermont.
I hate these fucking picture flags. Imagine trying to draw this.
Yeah. It's really bad.
I don't know. Vermont's fine.
What the fuck?
Is that Jimmy Carter on that flag?
What does it say? Kentucky?
Uh-huh.
What a shit flag.
It's got like
Gave us KFC. Win.
I mean, not them technically.
No. Someone from there. It counts. It counts as a cultural victory.
Oh, it's Daniel Boone.
Who the fuck is that?
Okay, so it's not even a Native American.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's Daniel Boone and Henry Clay. Wow. That sucks. It does remind me of the Fallout flag though, with the NCR Rangers.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
What next?
Well, what is this one? Kentucky?
Yeah.
Kentucky sucks. Another shitty state.
Yeah, not great.
If nobody wants to sit here and argue with me, then they're not gonna get argued with.
I mean, we could. I think the other states are going to get argued about.
I don't think anyone's gonna show up. So, did we already do Virginia?
I think so.
I'm out of place here.
Last one was Kentucky. Tennessee.
Yeah, that's a good flag.
Yeah, I like the flag. Not a great state. Good now.
Sure it is. You want to know why?
Gone.
Kurds.
Sure. Musical influence too. I think that counts. Well, A or B? Oh, gross. Is that Ohio?
It's always Ohio.
Yeah. Awful. F. France.
Yeah. It contributes nothing.
Yeah.
They suck. Boo,
Not
Ohio. Don't do a lot of business there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is there besides fucking
Old
theme
steel
park?
mills. Old steel mills. That's it.
That's it.
Union, justice, confidence. Got a stork, or is this supposed to be a pelican? Is that a pelican or a stork?
Fuck? I think it's a pelican.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Is this Louisiana?
Sure is.
Haha, fucking nailed it. I think Louisiana's fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's given so much to the culture.
Yeah.
It's such a unique city. Like where would like these like you look at the kind of the exploitation stuff where they started putting voodoo in movies where it was like the spooky thing.
Yeah.
And like it's just such a cultural like place.
Yes.
That's actually like unique.
Why would they
like honestly if you were going to come to America to like as a tourist, I would rather go to New Orleans than that's like the city I would recommend you go to than anything else.
I wanted to. Nobody wanted to come with me, so I couldn't afford it.
Another good one if you're old. If you're like an old person, it's what is it called? It's a Fallout DLC. Bar Harbor, right? It's in Maine, and like every day like the sea like disappears and it's all fog, and then like by noon the sea comes back and all the fog disappears. And it's like it's where Stephen King writes all his books, and like the biodiversity there is different than the entire Northeast because of like how unique the biome is. And like there's like this fungus that grows on the ground, so like in the morning it looks like spider webs cover the entire ground. And then like as the fog recedes and as the sun comes up, the spider web looking stuff disappears.
Dude, the Mississippi River is massive.
Yep.
What the fuck? Oh, it splits.
Yep.
It splits in Missouri. No shit.
Yep. That's why it's called Missouri. Indiana.
Ohio River.
Indiana.
And the Mississippi River continues.
Indiana.
Ugh.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's not. This is one of the newer flags. One of the. This is probably one of the best flags.
Snake St. Louis. I have no idea what that is. That's gross.
Well, before it was just the Confederate flag. It was Mississippi.
Okay.
So this is like their updated thing.
That's cool. Okay. What was that old flag? Show me the old flag.
Oh, it was just racist.
How was it?
You ever see the flag episode of South Park?
No.
It's like their flag, the town flag is like literally a guy being lynched. And like the issue is like he's being lynched by a bunch of white people, right? And the KKK comes and stuff, and they're like, well, we don't want to be on the side of the KKK. We should pretend not to like it. because whatever side they're on, we're gonna lose.
Uh-huh.
And at the end, they reveal a new flag, and it's people of all different colors lynching somebody.
That's fucking funny as. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy that the Mississippi River connects the entire country from the top to bottom.
Okay. This was the flag they just replaced. I'll copy it now. Atrocious.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
It's loading.
Oh, gross.
Right?
Yeah, that's not good. They made the right decision.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had to change it. It was so racist.
Yeah.
You'll never guess this one.
Wow, is it Illinois?
No, it's pretty good. I
don't know much about it.
Yeah, for like the Midwest, which is going to be the next powerhouse in the United States.
What is the Midwest?
The Midwest, yeah.
Mm.
But you also just the mob culture.
Mm.
The historical corruption, it's iconic.
Yeah, I mean
Obama.
the 20s Chicago was everything.
Obama.
Yeah, true.
Terrible state.
I do know this one.
Looks like it's based off the fucking British flag. That's fucking lame.
Is this Arkansas?
Alabama.
Alabama. That was close.
Alabama sucks.
It was one of the A's. Yeah, Alabama shit. Oh, is that Maine?
Look, this guy's got a scythe. He's a Grim Reaper.
Another one of these picture flags.
Yeah, and it didn't copy in it. So, like, depending on Wikipedia, it doesn't have like a standard size, but it literally copied in as a square. So I want, because I don't know if all of them are uniform.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, Maine is totally like Atlantis tier city. All right.
Okay.
Or state. Mainly because it's so difficult to get up there, bro. It is insane. There's like one road that gets up there.
Really?
Yeah, and the traffic is always insane. And like most of the road to get up there is like on a bridge over water and shit. And like that took me so long to get to Maine that I literally like destroyed my brakes. So I had no brakes and it was bumper to bumper traffic where I had basically no brakes because my brake pads like exploded. Like there was graphite all over my tires and shit. My brakes just like basically exploding from the. Right? Crazy, huh?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Is that like going from Boston to Maine?
Mm-hmm.
There's one road.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And I went all the way to going all the way to Bar Harbor too. From Boston is like insane. It takes so long.
There's a place called Bangor.
The traffic is always insane.
What a weird state. Nova Scotia, isn't it Canada? Interesting.
There's a shitty state. It's Missouri.
Okay.
Helped cause the Civil War.
Awesome.
Helped preserve the institution of slavery.
Very cool. Down the bottom. Oh, is this Arkansas? That is a shit flag. F.
No, Arkansas is like kind of not bad, but for the shitty states.
Mm-hmm.
This one has cum on it.
Mm-hmm. says come spice.
Mm-hmm. It says yes.
Iowa?
Iowa, no.
No.
Is this French? Do you think this is French on the flag, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
This is
it's not Kansas, is
no,
it?
this is a territory that was taken from the French. One of my favorite quotes in history came out of this state.
Okay. What is it?
I'm trying to think of like
What is the state?
I'm trying to get it to come up. It is Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. L.
Oh,
It's a terrible flag. One, it's a bad flag. The W is giving American automotive industry. The L is collapsing and making Detroit a shithole. Also, poisoning people is not great.
Poison.
Overall, pretty shit state. I would say.
Okay, so like, this is like because like people don't, like I say all the time, people don't understand how fair the fights were. Like if it wasn't for the disease, like there was no way colonialism would have succeeded.
Yeah.
So this was like one of the biggest violent periods against the white people. Predated this. So the French basically, they failed, right? They ran out of money. They had to go home. So the English just thought that territory was theirs because they took it from the French.
Okay.
Big mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, well, this is ours now. We're just going to go in and take it, right? And so they started building a fort.
Okay. And what did that become?
Okay, so I think his name is Tecumseh. That's a Micmac. What I'm trying. It's to Cornwallis, but I want to know what his name is. I think it's Tecumseh or something. Karl Marx. So
what the fuck?
This is just like a historical like website, right?
What are you looking for?
His name.
Ah.
Old Micmac. I want to know what the name of the chief was because I think it's Tecumseh. Anyway, so it goes, this place where you are, where you live, where you're building your fortification, the place where you want to now establish yourself, the places which you want to make yourself the absolute master. This place belongs to me. I came out of this earth like a blade of grass. Me, the Indian, I have been born there. So he literally sent this as like, I'm going to come kill you now.
Great.
And they did.
I would leave.
Oh, well, actually, this is what happens when you'll hear a lot of like tankies say this. They'll say that the big reason for the Civil War was to preserve slavery because they couldn't like expand to the West. This is why.
Sure.
This is why they got slaughtered in Michigan and they pushed them all the way back to like New York because they extended and they didn't have the troops to like protect the people.
Reinforced.
So they constantly were doing raids on civilian populations. So it's one of the few times that you actually have ethnic cleansing happening like to the settlers and stuff. Where, like the settlers actually got repelled. Like this was like a complete total victory for them. There was like no negotiations or anything like that. They got everything back and pushed them out.
Cool.
And this is before the revolution as well. This is actually one of the events that lead to the economic conditions of the revolution. But not so much as Pontiac's War, which is kind of an extension of this, but it's all
Yeah.
the French and Indian War if you're looking at it from a Western perspective, which is stupid because to them this wasn't war.
It was just a Tuesday.
Well, it was more like because like they were used to like skirmishes for territory and stuff.
Right.
I don't know, like the intent of like genocide is like, you know, that's why it can only be like ethnic cleansing because they technically drove the white people out.
Yeah.
Anyway, it also is going to be the future of this country, and you have a lot of fucking you have like really high Muslim population there, which means that they are forming a voter bloc the same way that like the Jewish people in Brooklyn do.
Yeah.
Right. And so having that voter bloc being able to be wielded in the central northern territories there is just good for the world. Look,
Sure.
it's the same flag as Alabama, except worse because it has a picture on it.
Oh, this is Florida. Yeah. F for Florida. Was born for that spot. Texas. S. I'm glad we agree.
I mean, this is like the as much as New York contributes to the culture, this contributes to like the American stereotypes. You know,
yes.
like you put an American in a show overseas in another country. This is where they're from.
Yeah, it's that or California.
Well, that they still will make them with the cowboy hat and shit.
Is this Iowa?
Our liberties we prize and our
shit
rights
flag.
we will maintain. You know, it's crazy because you know what it looks like to me.
A French flag.
It does.
F. Wisconsin, terrible flag.
It's got a cornucopia.
Mm.
This guy's a miner here, looks like. It says forward. I don't know. The flag's kind of commie, you know? It's got the fascist symbol.
Mm-hmm.
That arm and the hammer, totally a fascist symbol. I was like, but it, you know, it is kind of commie, right? Plus,
yeah, a little bit.
This is one of the ones that's the commie future of communism. It's fine. Nobody's coming here for Wisconsin.
No.
Okay.
California.
Now, I think we all agree on this one. It's just like Atlantis. It's a fucking fantasy, okay? California sucks. You should never go there. It does have good food, though. Cultural fusion, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. That is true. Minnesota. Canadian ass accent.
Yeah, this one's, I think, definitely there. I think we all know where this one's going.
Oregon.
Mm-hmm. Where do we think it's going, Jack?
Fucking F.
Why is that?
Awful.
Why?
Because of fucking Portland.
Oh, I was going to say because of the racism.
Sure, that too, but because of Portland.
Okay, this one.
Kansas.
Okay, let me tell you right now. Never go here. Also a shitty state. Never go
flat.
there. Well, I can just.
What the fuck? What an awful state. What an awful state flag. Holy shit. That is
Come on,
so
be nice
shit.
to him. Battleborn.
Awful.
I don't know. It ain't what it used to be. Nebraska.
Corn.
Yeah, like,
Corn.
that's definitely going in the Costa Rica sloth tier.
Yeah.
Because it's not really decaying,
Yeah, it's kind of just existing.
What do you think about this flag?
In this Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. It's kind of mid.
I mean, we got the marijuana there first.
This is true. That does give it points. What does North Dakota do? Don't they have the statues
Yeah, Mount
in
Rushmore.
the E? Because it has monuments. Get rid of it.
Don't need them. No, South Dakota is the Mount Rushmore state.
Okay. North Dakota can go to C then. It's just kind of existing. South Dakota can
Look,
fuck
it's
it.
basically Canada, so definitely state of decay at that point. Nobody wants to be in Canada. Imagine being like more Canada than the US. That's North Dakota. Bro, I almost sold like this fucking epic jewelry in North Dakota. We had it for a while, and like it was just too large. That it's like one of that jewelry where you have to find a specific customer.
Yes.
But they basically I don't know how they got access to it, but it was fucking it was ebony wood with human skull inlays. And
What
like
the
it was
fuck?
like the fissures of the skull in these fucking but they were huge. They're like this big, right? Big
Insane.
fucking skull caps in these things. And like this guy I'm like, bro, you're the same size as these. We can't sell them. They're made for you. You got to take them off my hands. But they're like really fucking expensive because human skull is not cheap because you can buy it as you normally buy it as like a medical resource and stuff, but it's not economically viable to do that for jewelry. So this was like something where somebody had skulls and they died. And it was like an estate sale where he was able to get like a nice skull supply. Also, it's toxic to work with.
Really?
Yeah. You cannot breathe it in. It's very toxic.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, human bone is not good. It's a fucking grind.
All right, I think we're almost done.
Almost.
Montana. I like Montana. Montana's cool.
I did have one of my coolest experiences in Montana.
You can register cars there in different states
it's
to
definitely
reduce your
kind
car
of like
tax.
fantasy, like Atlantis. Everyone knows it exists, but nobody's like been there. It's like, okay. This might be the worst flag.
Ugh. Yuck. Right? That's not cool.
It's basically just California. Actually, what's better, Washington or California?
California. At least there's stuff to do in California.
Idaho, potato farmer.
Ugh. Just D. What does it do?
Potatoes, that's it. It's literally, we could get rid of it. We could carve it up and put it somewhere else. It doesn't matter.
The fuck?
It's Wyoming. It's Buffalo because it symbolizes the genocide we did on the people that live here.
S?
Yep.
Okay. I know nothing about it.
Well, there's a lot of survivors of genocide there. It's one of the big places they were pushed to. So
Sure.
Utah, they got a beehive on it. Okay.
What did Utah do?
It's got the fucking Mormons, so it's like
True. It has the Bonneville salt flats too.
but because the thing is like the Mormons are fucking awful, but
They don't really do anything.
no, they have contributed a lot to the culture of America. They also fuck kids, you know?
Yes. He's not good. Woman's not good. Oklahoma. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A.
Nope.
B.
S.
Really?
Yeah, because that's
Why?
the survivors of the Trails of the Tears live there.
Okay. Fair enough. Ugh. Arizona?
This is New Mexico.
Oh. Strange.
Yeah, this is like the symbol of like the people who they stole the land from.
Oh, how great of them.
It's like that type of symbol. It's supposed to be the sun. It's like a soul symbol.
Cool. Love it when people commit genocide and then appropriate symbols. That's
Not
awesome.
doing well. Not a great state. Does have
No.
Breaking Bad though.
True. This is Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arizona's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like Costa Rica, you know. So
The flag's pretty cool as well.
oh, this does have the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon's really cool.
Never been. Also, there's a town called Phoenix.
Well, that's Arizona. They both the New Mexico has come. They're both kind of. I think it cuts through both of them. I'm not sure. Nobody's here to correct me, so
Yeah.
All right.
I can have a look.
What do we think about this one?
Well, I believe that might be the Grand Canyon right there. Navajo Nation off-reservation trust land. Is that?
Yeah, the Navajo are in New Mexico. That's like their flag, I think.
Oh, that's the nation. Okay, I'm zooming in on the nation because it looks like borders. Okay, hold on. What's it called? The fucking big hole in the ground?
Grand Canyon? A big hole in the ground? What's that big hole in the ground, bro?
No, it is only in Arizona.
Okay. What about this one?
I see nothing.
This one right here.
Ah, that one. What is that?
It's got a big dipper.
The Big Dipper?
And then a star.
That is a shit flag.
Uh-huh. Doesn't it remind you of like Australia without the colonialism?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Awful flag. Truly bad. What state
Alaska.
Is it? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. They could have done better than that.
I know, right? The 50th state has probably my least favorite flag, though.
Is that Hawaii?
Yeah. Now you think about Hawaii. Think about everything that you could put on a flag from Hawaii.
All of the cultures, yeah.
Yep. Guess what the flag is?
I think I know what it is, but I can't remember. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Fat L's all around. Just, that's not good.
Chinchillas are honking at me. And there we go. That's Sumerian city state level, Atlantis, Bikini Bottom, Costa Rica, state in decay, state of emergency, and France.
And France. Yes. A complete US state tier list.
Yeah.
Congratulations.